Welcome back. Art journaling is a way to inspire a creative spirit, connect with your present self.
Artist Nicole Ray is going to show us how journaling can bring some inspiration back into your life. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Chris and Christy, for having me. I am artist Nicole Ray. I'm a creative guide. I carry my own creative practice, the art of daily practice, with art journaling and affirmations, just like you said, to inspire your creative spirit and connect you with your present self. So what does it actually really mean to practice? What is this practice part of it? For me, over the last 4 years, I can see that for me a practice is to go towards anything that I'm doing in my life with love and devotion and dedication, but then space to actually try and then create what it is that I most need to find along the way.
So give me an example.
Well, I started practicing 4 years ago when I moved back to the area. I was on a new beginning, a new path, and I was struggling with my confidence. I didn't really have a sense of myself. I was feeling uninspired. I was challenged with my health and wellness, and I just didn't know how to go. I was just feeling all those feels, and during that time, with my self-taught background in art journaling and affirmations, I actually started to practice. At the time, I didn't know I was practicing. I started to meet my morning coffee time as a faith-filled cup of coffee, and I started rising a little bit earlier, and I had a journal, and I started meeting my blank journal. I started reading out I am affirmations that we were working with the last time I was on the show. I began to practice my hand lettering in a journal to remove the judgment around my writing, because I didn't want to use it in my art. I was doing some basic general collaging. I just, at this time, was feeling so uninspired that I didn't really know what to do. So I started little by little doing these practices, and over the course of time, I started to actually feel that inspiration and that connection. And with that, I had also set out this intention to bring more positivity into my life, and this is what unfolded. It was through kind of these practices over the last 4 years that I've started to see that it started bringing more confidence into my life. I started to actually create what I was needing to find. And through that, I started sharing my practices. So in a sense, that's actually what I'm here to do today, is to introduce to you my creative journaling course that I carry. I carry 8 foundational practices that I have been practicing over the last 4 years that have helped me bring inspiration into my life, healing into my life, confidence into my life, direction and guidance into my life.
Wow.
Okay. So the last time I was on the show, I told you I do lead workshops. This is actually one of the workshops that I lead my practices on. So I have created each of you a creative journaling guide that is going to carry all of the 8 foundational practices that I've been practicing. Each Monday, the first Monday, I should say, of each month over the summer, I'm going to be here and we're going to practice together. So I'm bringing the coffee, I'm bringing the supplies, and then we're going to walk through these practices. So we're going to look at daily journaling. Like Molly mentioned earlier with her coaching, we're going to look at I am affirmation writing. We're going to look at gratitude journaling. These are somewhat familiar. Then we're also going to look at something called guidance journaling and creating space journaling. These have really helped me in my life stand here today. And then we're going to take a look at your vision and your intentions and help you cultivate that through a creative journaling practice. Okay.
What's the guidance journaling?
The guidance journaling is a prompt called I ask and need guidance on. So when you are wondering about something, whether you should hang shelves in your dining room, if you should buy that lake home, if you should take that trip, if you should change jobs, if you should do any of those things that you're just wondering on, we take that and we write I ask and need guidance on changing jobs. What that does is helps you take the weight off your shoulders. I find that I do this practice at night when my mind is kind of wandering. Just sitting in bed, I grab my pen, and I have found that I actually have less physical pain in my shoulders now because I'm putting what I need guidance on down, and I'm choosing not to carry it, and then it opens up that space we're talking about for you to receive your intuition, your guidance, your knowings. You know what you need. And this really does help that. It's one of my most common practices. I work with people one-on-one with this. I work with people in my workshops on this. And so that practice has really helped me as well. Our creating space journaling practice is really interesting. It's actually using the prompt I forgive, which means to give love away in. So when you're carrying something heavy or an experience or a memory, I actually work with people on that, and that actually helps create physical space. And with that, when you have that space, then you feel that inspiration that's always there. You feel that light. And then from there, once you feel that light and inspiration, then all of a sudden you're starting to get that energy. And then maybe you are meeting your yoga mat. Maybe you are going for a run. You are heading to the lakes more. You're starting to do those things that you know you want to do, but you just don't know how to get around it.
Meeting my yoga mat. I like that.
Yeah, and she's going to help us do this again. June 5th is the next time you're coming on.
Yes.
We're taking these.
And we're going to go through them. Until the end of the month at artofdailypractice.com, my course is on sale. Okay. So you can download that and have that course. If you meet with us on June 5th, you're going to want a blank journal and a pen. And
a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee, which we will have. And just know that a practice is going to help you connect with yourself, bring inspiration, bring healing, bring confidence. Know that you'll come with those feels, but I'm here to guide you.
I'm excited.
I know.
I love it.
Thank you very much. All right, stay with us. We're going to wrap things up right after this.